Okay. Good morning, dear students. So, how are you all? Fine. Yes. Did you have your breakfast? Yes. Okay. So, let's get started. Uh, because I have a few idioms in front of me, I'll start with 3 or 4 idioms I'll teach you today, and then I'll start with the chapter of communication. Continue with the chapter of communication. All good? Yes. So, let's understand. Let's note down. What was the last idiom that we wrote yesterday? French leave. Oh, okay. So uninformed leave, right? Yes, French leave is uninformed leave. Should you take a French leave from your work? Never. From your classes? No. Okay. Now, 9th point, let's write down. Don't believe your neighbor. He is a man of straw. Hey, are you writing idioms at one place? At one particular place. Now you all are not school going children where I need to tell you कि इस पेज पे लिखना है, इतनी लाइंस छोड़नी है. हम 3-4 साल में प्रोफेशनल्स बनने वाले हैं. We are going to become professionals in a few years. So you should understand these instructions. Do you all understand, right? Yes. So please note down better. Live streaming students, is everything good? Attendance live streaming is always less in the morning, and I think you watch it later on YouTube. Yeah. Okay. So don't believe your neighbor. He is a man of straw. He is a man of straw. He is a man of straw. Correct? लिख लिया? So don't believe your neighbor. He is a man of straw. Man of straw means man of no substance. Means whatever he is saying doesn't have any value. Straw कैसा होता है? The straw is इतना हल्का फुल्का होता है ना? The straw is not able to stand. A man of straw means that he has no substance. मतलब he is not whatever he says, he is just saying कभी lightly कुछ बोल दिया. He may not be very serious about it. He may not know his facts correctly. He ऐसे किसी को आदत होती है बोलने के लिए, हाँ नहीं आज क्लास नहीं होने वाला, अरे are you sure, is it confirmed? So not like that. So you should have your data should be clear, no? So man of straw means man of no substance. Okay, man of no substance. Is that clear? Yes. पक्का clear है क्या? Yeah. So live chat में देखती हूँ. Man of no character is also fine. Yes. Man of no substance. Yes. Raj हम बोल सकते हैं man of no character भी चल जाएगा. No problem. Yes. So did you finish this? Next one. Narendra Modi's demonetization. Narendra Modi's next Jaina. We'll go ahead now with the next one. Yeah. Narendra Modi's demonetization is like bolt from the blue. Means a jhatka, bolt from the blue for those dealing in black money. For those dealing in black money. Good morning. Yes, live streaming students, good morning. Join in fast and start writing. Bolt from the blue, an unexpected disaster. Okay, bolt का मतलब क्या होता है? झटका. Okay, so bolt is a shock kind of a thing, right? So bolt from the blue is unexpected disaster. Is unexpected disaster. Correct? Right now? Tell me one thing, Nare. What is black money? Money which is on which tax is not paid. How do we do that? Money on which tax is not paid? We don't disclose it. So now if I take fees in cash and we don't disclose it, we don't put it into the bank, we don't record it in our books, then that will become black money, right? That will become black money. It's not necessary that always cash is black money. Don't always think that cash is always black money. No. So if sometimes somebody is given the fees in cash, but it is accounted for, every day whatever cash collection is done, it is deposited in the bank or it is recorded in the books. Sometimes we do expenses out of that, business expenses. So I record it. I account for in the books, then that is not black money. Because when I record it, what is the accounting entry I'll pass when I get fees in cash? I will say what? Cash account debit to income. Fees collection for me is going to be my income. So cash account debit to income. So I've recorded it in the books. That means I have recorded it as my income. Moment I recorded it as my income, you will have to pay tax on that. So that's not black money. So always don't think that cash is black money. So don't always think what beta कि cash is black money. अच्छा demonetization की बात हो रही है. Do you think demonetization was a success? Kind of. What were the news saying? What was everybody saying about demonetization? It wasn't a success. In a sense, I'll tell you what. RBI knows how much cash is in circulation. They have a record कि इतना cash, because they are the ones who are printing the cash, right? So they know how much cash is in circulation, generally how much public is having the cash. More or less, that much cash only came back to them. That means whatever cash was accounted, उतना ही cash वापस आ गया. I'll repeat, whatever cash RBI was having accounted for, that this is the cash that general public is going to have in circulation, exactly the same came back. Exactly the same cash came back. So as far as black money was concerned, we didn't achieve very high targets of recovering black money. No, we did not. Compared to the efforts, compared to the hardship that people had to go through, we did not achieve that much of black money collection. What government thought, anyways now that legal 500 ka note is of no use, that 500 note is going to be of no use. So people will say, ki let me deposit it in the bank and I'll pay tax on that. And if government asks me, where did this money come? This was my black money. I'm putting it, at least I'll save, I'll pay some tax and I'll get my money at least, no? So, but that did not happen. That did not happen. So, but ma'am, what happened? From that, at least people became very serious that government now doesn't, is very serious and they don't want people to have black money. After demonetization, number of taxpayers filing their income tax returns. Do you know there's an income tax return? See, when you register yourself at ICI, you do two things. You pay your registration fee. You pay your registration fee plus you fill up a form. Is ICI only interested in your money? No, they want to know who has paid this money. What is your name? What is your address? Your details. So they register you, right? So you have to give your information also. So as when I am earning income, I have to do two things. I have to pay tax. One is payment and second is filling up a form, and that form is called as return. Many less people, do you know what is the population of the country? 130 crores के आसपास. 6% people only file returns. 6%. How many? 6%. So 130 का 6% निकालना. कैलसी होता है ना आपके पास? मोबाइल है आपके पास? 130 का 6 to 7% people file income tax forms. They, हाँ? 7 crores के आसपास. हम 8 करोड़ पकड़ लेते हैं. तो कितने लोग रिटर्न्स भरते बेटा? 8 crores. How many people file returns? 8 crores out of a population of 130 crores. I have lot of interesting statistics. Out of these 8 crore people, how many actually pay taxes? Very few, hardly 10, 15, 20 lakhs of returns must be there where they pay taxes. Rest of the returns are no tax, nil करके आता है. So the number of people filing paying taxes is very very less. So demonetization के बाद 1 crore people, additional people registered themselves in income tax and started filing return. They said, nahi baba, not to do any tax ki chori with this government. We can't do any tax evasion with this government. Let us pay the taxes, let us file the returns. Again, I'll tell you, as a taxpayer, I have two things to do. What are the two things, beta? Pay tax plus file a return. Ma'am, what is return? A form. Like you fill up a form with ICI, you have to fill up a form with income tax. What's your name? What income do you earn? Are you having business? Are you earning? Are you a salaried person? Are you working with Infosys? So are you having salary income or are you doing some business? So you have to give this information to them, right? So after demonetization, का सबसे important gain was number of taxpayers increased by 1 crore. That was a big achievement. We didn't achieve too much about black money, but we did achieve in this. People became a little serious कि yes, no, now we need to account for money. Government started encouraging digital money. वो तो indirectly वैसे भी COVID में हो ही गया. Since COVID time, everybody is now more over switched to what? Digital, cashless, digital money. Digital means there's no option. It is coming into your bank. That means you are anyways going to account for it. Do you understand that? Yes? Right. So that was demonetization was like kya hai? What is the idiom here beta? Demonetization is like a bolt from the blue. एकदम से ऐसा झटका लगा. A shock. Okay? So it's a bolt from the blue for people earning people who are having black money. Black money is money which you have not accounted for in your books and you are not paying taxes on that. Is that clear? Okay. The youngest son is the black sheep in the family. क्या हो रहा है? Sound disturbance आ रहा है क्या? सिर्फ तुम्हें ही आ रहा है साई. Can the other students confirm? Live streaming students, is there sound disturbance? Because only one student is saying disturbance. So can others also confirm, please? Sound is not clear. Okay, 1 minute. I'll just call the technical team. Okay, तब तक तुम लोग लिख के लेते हो क्या? यहाँ पे आवाज क्लियर है ना? Write down. Which one you're writing? My 11th number and your whatever number. हाँ? 6th. हेमंत, YouTube ला आवाज क्लियर नहीं है. हाँ हाँ. Okay. Yeah, no, don't worry. The staff is coming and they'll do it. The issue will get solved in 2 minutes. Till then, can you write down? Come on. The younger son is the black sheep in the family. Okay. Now, black sheep is the odd one out. Now, generally, जो sheep होते हैं, they're white in color. Very rarely the sheep is black. And sheep का जो wool होता है, it is the wool is shaved off and then it is used. White wool can be colored into anything. So generally a black wool, people were not also very happy who were into this business. They were not wanting or not very keen about the black wool. So that is why it's odd one. It is what? It is an odd one out in the family. Or like everybody is a doctor and everybody is studying, and this person has maybe dropped out from college, dropped out from school. So you will say the younger one or my younger brother is the black sheep of the family. Let me tell you, odd one out ये अच्छे sense में नहीं है. हाँ, मतलब किसी की तारीफ करने के लिए we don't use this. This is not used to praise somebody. This is something negative. Do you understand that? You should know that also. Don't use it wrong somewhere. Do you understand that? केला का आवाज ते काहीतरी सगळ्यांनाच येतोय बघा. इथे तर बरोबर येतोय. अरे स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ पे तो सही आ रहा है. येस, साउंड डिस्टर्बन्स है बट खूप सगळ्यांचा येतोय. चेक करा एकदा. ऑल राइट. चलो लिख के हो गया क्या तुम्हारा? ये तो कल से आज तक अभी क्या क्या मुहावरे, व्हाट ऑल इडियम्स वी हैव डन रे? स्पिक एंड स्पैन. योर रूम शुड बी स्पिक एंड स्पैन. आफ्टर दैट स्क्वायर मील, मतलब वन फुल कंप्लीट मील. ओके, उसके बाद फ्रेंच लीव. राइट. आफ्टर दैट मैन ऑफ स्ट्रॉ मीन्स मैन ऑफ नो सब्सटेंस. स्ट्रॉ कैसा फूस होता है ना, इट विल जस्ट इट्स हैज नथिंग इन इट. द स्ट्रॉ डजंट हैव एनीथिंग इन इट. इट कांट जस्ट स्टैंड ऑन इट्स ओन. सो देयर इज नो सब्सटेंस. उसमें कोई दम नहीं है. सो इज अ मैन ऑफ नो substance. Do you understand that? Yes. Okay. Then bolt from the blue, and after that black sheep. Black sheep, please into bracket likhna. This is criticism. This is not praise. You are not praising someone. ये क्या है? This is said in a negative sense. Please know that. It is said in a negative sense, beta. Check right now the sound. We have just done. Can you check live streaming students? Can you just give me a confirmation about the sound? If it's good, just give me a thumbs up, beta. Is the sound okay now? We'll do one more and then we'll go to the chapter of communication. Come on, last one for today. Do not expect life to be a bed of roses. Rose के साथ क्या होते हैं? Thorns. Along with roses, the rose will always have a thorn. So you don't expect just bed of roses. मतलब सिर्फ roses ही रहेंगे. There are going to be thorns also in the life. Okay. So do not expect life to be bed of clear है आता. Okay आला. Clear ma'am. Okay. Do not expect life to be a bed of roses. Bed of roses means comfortable life with luxuries. Comfortable life with luxuries. Yeah, I like the next one. एक और करके stop करते हैं. Black and blue. Beat somebody black and blue. हाँ, what happens when you beat somebody? आपको वो blue marks हो जाते हैं ना? Your blood is clotting somewhere. So beat somebody what? Black and blue. ठीक है? Last one. अरे नंदिनी तो क्यों बोल रही है not yet clear? Everybody is saying. अरे how you all give this different reviews? Somebody, half of the students are saying ma'am it's clear, two are saying not yet clear. फिर से हेमंत को बुलाना पड़ेगा. मज्जा. हेमंत परत काय काय इश्यू येतात. इधर भी क्लास में थोड़ा ओके क्या आवाज? साउंड इज ओके ना? ठीक है चलो लास्ट वन. द पब्लिक बीट. मनीषा आई एम ऑल गुड बेटा. Inter student. Okay. The public beat the thief black and blue. लिखो. Black and blue to beat very badly. What is black and blue? Beat very. मराठी में है ना? कालो नीलो. Yes, yes. Okay. हाँ. Raj, एक second. The team is again come back. They're working on it. सही है साउंड. अखिल बोल रहा है सही है. Hirim is saying सही. Siddharth is saying okay. Prathamesh is okay. All right, done. Let's come back to the chapter of communication. Come on. Yes. Tell me one thing. Communication के different types. Formal and informal. Informal is casual communication, friendly communication with friends, family, relatives, employees, आपके colleagues, not for official purpose. है ना? What is formal communication, बेटा? It is official communication. What is formal communication? It is official communication. You have to follow rules for that. What will you have to do? झालं का हेमंत? हॅलो हॅलो हेमंत झालं? Clear? Okay. Check now. We've done now. It is whatever we've done. Students, check now live streaming, because from here our end I'm listening on the YouTube also. See, is there sound disturbance? Because only one student is saying disturbance. होता डिस्टर्बन्स. हाँ हेमंत एक बॅकग्राउंड ला. हेमंत परत काय काय नाउ ओके. ए दिस इज साउंडिंग गुड. क्लास में थोड़ा ओके क्या आवाज? साउंड इज ओके ना? ठीक है चलो लास्ट वन. द पब्लिक बीट. ओके आता हेमंत. आधी होता डिस्टर्बन्स असा साउंड. सम साउंड इज कमिंग इन द मिडिल व्हेन यू स्पीक मैम. हाँ चेक करा. The team is working on it. They're trying to see what is the error. He's just working on it. Okay, side by side we'll study. Chalo, let's start. What is the two type of communication? Tell me. Formal and informal. Formal and informal. Are they okay? ऑल राईट. मग आता हे तुम्ही हे करा, कमी करा. मग Is this okay now, students? This is the team says they've done everything from here, and I'm also listening on my YouTube. Sounds good. Okay. So let's focus now. Informal communication, you know what is the meaning of informal? Yes. Now the next part of this chapter, you know what we have to study? Networks. What are we going to study? Networks. The different networks that are there in the organization for formal communication. What are we going to learn better? Different networks. Matlab, how are you going to communicate? Structure kya hone wala hai? So we're going to study the different networks. This file of mine, let me just see. It has an issue. I'll just open the other file. My other batch file I'll just open. Can you just tell me better what is the page number? 5. Okay. Yes. Now let us focus. Here, okay. Fine. Listen now. Network means what? I want you to circle. It's a method or a pattern that is followed in the organization. What is network? It is a method or pattern followed in the organization. So every organization has a method and pattern used. What is network? Method or pattern used for communication. Okay. So इधर ही आप लिख सकते हैं network मतलब क्या? Network is equal to method or pattern followed in organization for what beta? For communication. So please note down. Network is method or pattern that is followed in the organization for communication. There are different patterns. So let's learn the patterns. You generally get questions on these single एक patterns hai. They will tell you write a note on circuit network, write a note on star network. So these are different networks. Around 4 or 5 networks we have. We will study those. 2 marks question you will get write a note on any of these networks. There are diagrams also given. In the exam you should also draw the diagrams. In the exam you are also expected to draw the diagrams. So you write an instruction for yourself, draw diagrams in the exam. Instruction de do nahi to you forget na afterwards. Give instruction, draw diagrams in the exam. Give instructions for yourself beta. Yes, okay. Network in communication. A communication network refers to the method and pattern used by the members. Okay. So, what method I follow depends upon the size of the organization. Now see, if it's a very small organization with somebody who's just recently started, so there's one person who has just started the business and he has 3 employees. Anybody can communicate to anybody. But if the organization is very big like Reliance Industries, like again the same example, can the peon of Reliance Industries go to Mukesh Ambani and ask for a holiday? No. So there has to be a proper structure because Reliance Industries is a big company where it will have 300, 400 employees, there will be managers, there will be top management, and then there will be Mukesh Ambani. So this is how the structure is going to be laid. Okay. If it's a very small organization which is just started, so what network you choose depends upon the size and the type of the organization. Who will decide what will be the deciding factor? The size of the organization. Simple example, one person has started the company, has 3 staff with him, 1 person and 3 employees. Anybody can communicate to anybody. But if it's 300 employees, you must have a set structure. Otherwise 300 employees go and talk to Mukesh Ambani directly, he'll go crazy ki what is happening, kisko kya instruction dena. There will be a mess and chaos in the organization. Do you understand that? Yes. So that is why we have to decide the structure. The first, there is a correction there, so one arrow has to go downward and one arrow has to go upward. So please make correction in your notes. Please make correction in your notes on page number 5. So we will try and finish the different networks in communication today. Okay? All okay na? 6 to 8 marks from this chapter for you all. Okay? Pehla communication, vertical. So first, I want colorful pens. I want your books to be made completely colorful. Use a highlighter and we'll mark it down. So the first communication beta network is what? Vertical network. What is the first communication? Everybody, network kya hai pehla? Vertical network. It is a formal, vertical network is a formal network, is usually between a higher ranking employee and a subordinate. In this two-way communication, immediate feedback is possible. Ma'am, isn't it like the vertical that we studied there also? Yes, same vertical. So किसके साथ communication हो रहा है? Higher rank employee is talking to a lower rank employee. Come on, repeat it fast with me. Higher rank employee is communicating with lower rank employee. Is it both the ways, two-way communication? Yes. Communication is directly from boss to the employee and employee to the boss. इसमें immediate feedback आता है. I'll tell you do this. You know, software develop करें. I'll tell you just थोड़ा सा ये change करके देख लो. Try and make a little change and let me know what is the feedback. Immediately he does the change. He says yes. With this slight change, it is okay. Right? What is this beta? This is two-way communication. This is two-way communication. So vertical network pe you can get a question for 2 marks. What is vertical network? So you will have to write the points and you will have to also draw the diagram in the exam. So it is a, जैसे मैंने points लिखे side में, you can also note it down in pencil. इतना अच्छे से you should note down everywhere, somewhere or the other, some writings have to be there. So book खोलने के बाद लगता है कि yes मैंने पढ़ाई की है. Okay, when the pages are blank, you really start doubting कि अच्छा ये मैंने पढ़ा भी था या क्लास अटेंड भी किया था कि नहीं. It happens. So do as much marking as you can in your notes. Okay, चलो write down. It is a two-way communication and immediate feedback possible. Of course, and see how I have written. Did you see it is a communication between whom? High-ranking employee. अयो क्या है? It is a communication between whom बेटा? Higher ranking employee to low ranking employee. So senior and junior के बीच का communication. It is a communication between senior and junior. It is a communication between a high ranking employee to a low ranking employee. So how many points did you have? 3 points हो गए. See, even this is a point ना. What is vertical communication? It is a communication between high level ranking to low level. It is a two-way communication. Immediate feedback is possible. It is a communication used in formal. It is a type of a formal communication. And then you draw the diagram. Is that clear? Vertical. So what is the first communication? Vertical. Pehla communication is vertical. Straight away. Okay. Now next is a circuit network. Now circuit is because we have done a circuit. एक circuit complete होता है. Now what is this circuit? When two persons communicate with each other by sending messages and feedback, they form a communication circuit. Therefore, it is known as a circuit network. The two people interacting can be colleagues placed at the same hierarchical level in the organization. देखो, ma'am, if a higher level employee is communicating to lower level, vertical, this is what is happening. But circuit is what? They are at the same level. So I will send you a mail, then you will give me a feedback. Generally, I'll tell you in formal communication, or suppose you do communication with ICI, you register and you don't get some number or no feedback abhi tak aaya nahi hai. Won't you say that no, let me send a mail and have it in writing and keep a copy of it? Why? As a proof or as a evidence. So generally organizations want to do what kind of communication? Written, and they want to have it. So I'll send message to you, you will give me a feedback. So everything will be noted there. Do you understand this? Yes. So what is a circuit? First what will happen? Sender will send the communication. Communication will be received. Receive करने के बाद जो receiver है will give a feedback. So like this you are completing a circle. So that is why it is called as a circuit communication. Okay. What is very important in circuit communication? Yes. Communication between किसके बीच में? Can you tell me? Live streaming students, can you tell me? Communication between two people. Ayyo, communication between two people at same hierarchy. What is hierarchy? Ranking in the organization. Okay? Ranking in the organization. But what is the best part here? This is important, that messages are sent and feedback is received. Messages are sent. You understand my handwriting? And yes, Akhil, absolutely right. Colleagues or two people at the same level. Nandini, Siddharth, absolutely right. क्या हो गया उधर last bench? Messages are sent and feedback received. So पहले arrows तुमको समझे क्या? What did A do? A sent a message to B. B sent a feedback to A. So is the circuit complete? Yes. This is called as circuit network. What is this called as? Circuit network. यार immediate 2 marks हाथ के marks से scoring है ये. Yeah, you don't have to lose this. Communication chapter is going to really help you get you on BCR is going to help you to score well in law. Do you understand that? Yes. आगे. Can you read chain network and then you tell me? Come on. Can you guys read chain network and tell me? हाँ, यहाँ पे थोड़े corrections होंगे तो देख लो. यहाँ पे ये D है. Alphabetically अगर corrections करने तो देख लो पहले. B, C, D. Okay. Done? Did you read it? Yes, anybody wants to explain what is chain network? Yes, yes, tell me.
Subordinates work, so if information has to go from superior to subordinate and then
his subordinate. Perfect, perfect. Very correct. So what she said, there is anybody else also wants to ma'am बोलना तो same ही है. That doesn't matter. आपको भी confidence आ जाता है. If you've never spoken, never answered, give it a try. Big deal. If you make mistake, how does that matter? Doesn't matter. Right? So even you should also get confidence. You should also answer in the class. Try and talk. Try and, इससे आपका stage fear, communication gets developed. Do you understand that? Yes? Okay. You should try. Nobody is going to judge you. We are not here for that. It's only directly you and your exams. Ask any silly doubts you have, any simple doubts you have. Don't worry about it. Okay? So, anybody else wants to tell what is a chain network? कोई बोलेगा? नहीं? तो मैं बता दूं? I'll tell. Yeah, what is a chain network? There's a chain that you have to follow. यहाँ से देखते हैं. Live streaming, Raj is saying in chain network communication may not be clear. हाँ, possible it will not be clear, but it will be very time consuming also. It will be very time consuming. Now A cannot communicate directly to G. ये इस टाइप का communication possible नहीं है. Do you understand? A cannot communicate direct. Oh God, 1 second. So A cannot directly communicate to G. This is not possible. A cannot communicate to D. You have to follow the chain. जैसे चाइनीज विस्पर में वन पर्सन देयर इज पर्सन 1, पर्सन 2, पर्सन 3, पर्सन 4, आई कैनॉट pass on the message from person 1 to directly person 4. I have to follow the chain. Then isn't it time consuming? Yes, it is very, very time consuming. Do you understand? Yes, and it is very much. I gave you this example yesterday also, that communication is not clear. Why? Best example is Chinese whisper. Yeah, one person telling you, can try it out. 10 of you in Chinese whisper. A person stands, I'll give you a message, you pass it on. The message last person will say, it will be totally different. Do you understand that? Yes. So communication is not clear. It is very, very time consuming. So what are the factors here? Let us note it down. और क्या बोला है यहाँ पे देखते हैं. Yes, Raj, it is not. It is from senior to junior. Akhil says, ma'am, communication from high level to lower levels in the chain of command. Yes, beta, tell me. Chain and scalar chain. What is scalar chain?
It's a shortcut. See, I read in class 12.
Class 12. What is it? Tell me now. So I'll tell you what is it. What are the F can communicate with C? No, it is not the same, beta.
No, that's when the cat is formed in the scalar chain.
That is when?
Like this.
Huh.
When the cat is formed, there can be cross communication.
Cross communication. Okay. But then some organizations may allow. It will not be allowed over here. यहाँ पे it will not be allowed. Cross communication will not be allowed. It has to go from A to E, E to F, F to G, G to F, F to E and E to A again. जैसे नीचे जा रहा है वैसे ही ऊपर आएगा. That's the only thing that will be followed in chain. Do you understand? Yes. Okay, sit down, sit down. Now I'll again tell you. See, is it hard and fast कि मैंने यही follow करना चाहिए? If I feel in my organization, can I do practically, let us understand, can I do a combination of 1 or 2? Yes, I may allow in my organization communication between F and C, between E and R who are at the same level. So can I change the structure as per my convenience? Yes, these are generally set standards. Can I do alteration? Yes. Is there a rule कि मेरी organization में vertical follow होना चाहिए? No. In practical life, can there be a little variation? Yes, there is going to be variation. Every organization may come out with something that suits them. So थोड़ा सा variation everybody is going to do. Is that clear to everybody? Yes. So these are not hard and fast that I must follow only this in an organization. You may get a combination of these. But this is the generally followed traditional ones. You may do a little bit of deviation also. Practically we can do a little bit of deviation also. Okay? Now the communication pattern that in 12th, what topic do you have?
Principles of management.
Principles of management. Okay. Alright. 11th, 12th I have not studied commerce, so I really don't know. Alright. The communication pattern that follows the chain of command from senior to junior. Okay, so it is following the chain of command. What is the chain of command? Chain of command is hierarchy. A ke niche, who's the junior below A? E. Who's working below E? F. Who's working below F? G. And that side there's another chain. There could be one sale department. There could be one marketing department one. There could be one purchase department. You know, in big organizations, alag departments. So I may have 2 departments under me. One is purchase and one is sale. Right? So A may be having 2 departments. So A will communicate, if there's any change, he will communicate to E. E will communicate to F. F will communicate to G. Who are these? This is the hierarchy. Do you understand? And upward communication will also happen in the same sequence. Okay? Yes. So this communication follows a chain of command from senior to junior. Very, very important. It follows communication only from a chain that is from senior to junior. Okay? I can't talk directly to 2 juniors, a person who's 2 levels below me. I will talk directly to who is immediate below me. He will talk to immediate below. A chain follow करना है. क्या follow करना है? Chain. You can't break this chain. Do you understand that? That is why it is very, very time consuming, and sometimes it may not be clear. Yes. So, इसका first point, it follows either you say chain of command or you can also say chain of hierarchy. Chain of command from whom to whom, beta? From senior to junior. From senior to junior. Second, very time consuming. It is very time consuming. And what else? And the communication may not be clear. And the communication may not be clear. And the communication is not clear. But I think scalar seems to be, मैंने just Google किया, scalar seems to be same like this also. Scalar is like a, what I read the definition, scale. It's a scale. यहाँ पे only we are using the word chain. Scale में कैसे I can't jump. So scale means I have to follow the line. So here also scale की जगह पे it is chain. So I think more or less they are same. Yes, because I just read, I was like, let me just Google and see what is the meaning of scalar. So it says scalar is a clear line, communication. Scalar chain is a chain of all supervisors from top management to lowest rank. So only technically chain की जगह पे हम क्या बोल रहे हैं, scale. So scale word use किया, इसलिए scalar. यहाँ पे हम बोल रहे हैं chain है, that is why we say chain network. Do you understand that? Yeah, that's it. But more or less, yes, same. Okay.
It is called a gangplank.
It is called a
G-A-N-G.
and
Scalar chain. Gangplank is later formed in the scalar chain if there is a lot of time consuming.
Then you can decide who will communicate to which gang of persons. That kind of group of persons. Oh, you can break through this. Okay, okay. So exception है उसका. Fine, fine. Okay. All right. But I feel yes. Achha, now in the exam, if for BCR nobody is going to use the word scalar. You have studied that. Keep it there. Yeah. Is it similar? Yes, it is similar. That was a query of a student. But do you have scalar word used in your module? No. So you don't use it. You will stick to what word, beta? Chain network. You will stick to what word? Chain network. Do you understand that? Pakka? Okay. So let's go ahead. All right. Next, what all points you have written here? Come on. And time consuming and communication may not be clear. You can also write one more point, that communication starts from the top and goes down to different levels. So communication starts from, likho, communication starts from top and goes down to different level of employees. And of course, communication is always two-way, beta. Communication starts from top and goes down to different level of employees. It will go down to different level of employees. It will follow a chain. That is why it is called as a chain network. Is that clear? Come on. First, communication. Everybody, what is this? Everybody, vertical. Vertical के बाद circuit. First is vertical. Vertical के बाद circuit. After circuit, we follow this chain. So you compulsorily have to follow the chain. You can't jump. Do you understand that? There's no jumping allowed. You have to follow the chain. Is that clear to everybody? That is why it's time consuming. Sometimes jumping is better also. So this is time consuming. It takes some more time and the communication may not be clear. Is that clear? Okay. Next, wheel and spoke. Can you read it again? And I want somebody to explain. Come on. Wheel and spoke. Your diagrams are okay? Okay. क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? In this kind of communication, there is one central person. Oh my God, A. Who's the central person? A. A is talking to B. B is talking to A. So it's A to B, B to A. A to C, C to A. A to D, D to A. So A to E, E to A. So he is one person, again not very good here. If it's a large organization, where will this one single person reach? And your entire communication is based on the skills of that one person, that is A. If that A is not very good at communication, then you are gone. He has to communicate with A to B, A to C, A to D, A to E. This appears like a wheel and spoke. Spokes मतलब क्या? आपका साइकिल का जो टायर्स होते हैं, and the steel, that rod in between, that is called as spoke. So if you have your, ये देखो यहाँ पे है, this is your tire, the cycle, ये जो steel का ये जो होता है, this is called as the spokes. So this gives a feeling, the structure if you draw it, it appears like a wheel and spoke. It appears like what beta? Wheel and spoke. In short, come on, quick, what am I teaching you? Different network patterns, communication patterns in the organization. First is vertical. Vertical is higher to lower, lower to higher. Right? Yes. Second was circuit. One person sends the message, other person receives the message, then he sends the feedback. So a circuit is completed. Third is chain. What is third? Chain. You compulsorily have to follow the chain. Very time consuming. Right? Okay. Then now wheel and spoke. There is single controlling authority. Circle and highlight that. Single controlling authority. And who is this authority in our example? A. So you have a single controlling authority called as A. Repeat with me in the class. Repeat करने से भी आपका confidence बढ़ता है. If you just sit and watch and listen, you lose confidence. You have to always repeat with me in the class. So what is the first point? Come on, repeat everybody. Single controlling authority. In my example, who is the single controlling authority? A. Perfect. He gives instructions and orders to all the employees working under him. All employees get instruction directly from the leader and report back to him. Of course, if A is very good, not many employees under him, small organization, the communication is direct and efficient. Because A को क्या चाहिए वो directly हर employee को बताता है ना, तो मैसेज में कोई लीकेज नहीं होने वाला है. What A wants, he is going to directly communicate to his each employee. So it can be advantageous also if the organization is not very big. If organization is big, you have 400 or 200 employees working with you. Is it going to be possible? No. Then it's not possible, right? Yes. So here it is direct and efficient for small business and company, but inappropriate way of communication for a large organization with many people. A company with many employees need more decision makers. That is why a big organization will have sales department, purchase department, customer care department, complaint department, dispatch department, because there's too much of work. There are a lot of employees, तो हर एक का head होगा, एक person, and that head will report to the main person, you know. So that is how you have to your which network to choose will depend upon the size of the organization. So quickly tell me, wheel and spoke is good for which organization? Smaller organization. Is it good for a large organization? No. It will be disadvantageous for a large organization. It is not good for large organization. It is good for small organizations. So I have just noted advantages and disadvantages. Disadvantage may I have written not useful for large organization. Advantages, direct and efficient communication. You can write down advantages and disadvantages. And it is useful for small organization. And of course you have highlighted Uparna. There's a single controlling. That's the key here. Hai na? There is a single controlling. Yeah, there's a single controlling authority giving instructions to all employees. This is your first point. So advantages are your second. Advantages is second and your disadvantage is the third Roman point. क्या हो गया? Problem है? Solution. Correct, Siddharth. It is single controlling authority where leader gives instruction to all. Okay, Siddharth, perfect. Sai Tej Gupta. Okay. Perfect. Done है? और एक नेटवर्क है तो फिर अपने पांचों नेटवर्क्स खत्म हो जाएंगे. देन यू नो वी हैव व्हाट आर द बैरियर्स एंड व्हाट आर द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन. 2 पॉइंट्स की कम्युनिकेशन में कभी कभी बैरियर्स हो सकते हैं. बैरियर्स का मतलब क्या होता है? ऑब्स्टिकल्स. बैरियर्स का मीनिंग होता है दोज हु वांट टू इंप्रूव द इंग्लिश, वांट टू लर्न न्यू वोकैब. इमीडिएटली यू शुड हैव 1 पेज idioms के वहीं पे. आई टेल यू वन थिंग. डू यू नो योर नोटबुक विल हैव दिस रेड योर नोटबुक हैज दिस रेड मार्जिन, top margin. So on the top margin of the book, of the notebook, just next page, every page you can just utilize and keep writing new words and meanings that you learn. So whenever you just glance through it, you can just know it. Exam में कोई नहीं पूछने वाला, but आपका vocab और English will also get improved. So what is the meaning of barriers? Write down. Barriers is equal to obstacles. Yeah, difficulties. Ayo, who's talking? Barriers is equal to what? Obstacles or difficulties. Note it down. नोटबुक में टॉप मार्जिन में लिखते जो आगे के पेजेस होंगे, कहीं पे भी अक्रॉस योर पेजेस यू कैन जस्ट एनी पेज टॉप मार्जिन यू कैन कीप राइटिंग न्यू वर्ड्स एंड मीनिंग्स दैट यू लर्न. ओके, ए आर यू डन? क्या डिड यू राइट? व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ ऑब्स्टिकल? बैरियर्स मीन्स डिफिकल्टीज. ओके, all right. Problem, yes, you can say problem also. Are you done with wheel and spoke? Perfect. Last one, star network. Star network. पढ़ोगे star network? Quickly read star network. Quickly read star network. You know, this is a best kind of a thing again. Why? There's a free flow of communication. Multiple channels of communication. You know, you're working on a project and you feel यार कैसे बॉस को कैसे पूछूं, या मेरे कलीग के बॉस, दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट के बॉस, हाउ कैन आई टॉक टू पर्सन फ्रॉम अनदर डिपार्टमेंट? देयर इज नो हेजिटेशन हियर. Yes, absolutely no hesitation. It's a free flow. There is no hesitation, no hindrance. Hindrance also means barriers. What is the meaning of hindrance? अभी आपने जहां लिखा ना, barriers equal to obstacles equal to difficulties equal to hindrance. Okay. You have these barrier sports खेलते हैं, जब भी हम jumping करते हैं, you have to jump these barriers, or they are also called as hindrances, obstacles, hindrances. So you jump that. So if there's a hindrance or there's a barrier, आपका काम करने का speed will be reduced. But if there is no hindrance, the running speed is also then faster because there's no obstacle in between. Similarly, this is a free flow communication, multiple channels of communication. क्या बोलने का? There are multiple channels of communication. There are multiple channels of communication. It is free flow communication, and it's a free flow communication between two members. It is this network propagates group communication, team spirit, group communication. It encourages that. So the team spirit also is very, very nice over here. Okay. The usefulness, okay, so that's it about the star network that they've given. There is one point you can highlight, write down first point. Okay, here you can write one point. Multiple channels of communication. These are open between all members. यहाँ कोई hierarchy है क्या? No, so they are open between all members. Is there only one A यहाँ पे center में है क्या? Is A in the center? No, there is no single central controlling authority. Everybody is having a free flow communication. Correct? Multiple channels of communication open between all members. Important for teamwork. And 3, free communication between members. मतलब there is no hindrance, no obstacles. क्या हो गया? You have a doubt? You have a doubt or what? I have a PPT. I'll just check. अगर इस PC पे the PPT is there, then I'll show you, or it may be there on my other laptop. I'll need to check. Can I just minimize for 2 minutes, or you all are still writing? Okay, write it and then I'll check for the PPT. You know, can somebody, once we finish this, यहाँ तक हो गया ना, hindrance और characteristic छोड़ के, can you use 2 pages of your notebook one day before the exam के section में, 2 pages. Open your book and use 2 pages next to each other, and can you make a complete chart of communication? First you can start with a chart, huh? Proper chart के जैसे, लिखना नहीं है, it should appear like a chart. Like communication is a process of exchange. Then you make one different mediums. See, I'll show you one I have done very simple, and some students have really done it very nice. वो स्टूडेंट्स के मेरे पास अगर पिक्चर्स होंगे तो मैं आपको भेज दूंगी. वेरी नाइस नोटबुक्स दे हैड डन वन डे बिफोर द एग्जाम के लिए. ये देखो यहाँ पे यू कैन ऐड वन मोर हियर and you can say different networks, and you can draw the diagram and write about the network. So see, what you can do is, communication is exchange of ideas. Then you tell the different types on the basis of channel. It is verbal, non-verbal, visual. Then you can say on the basis of style, it is formal and informal. Overall formal में बहुत detailing में नहीं गए. Vertical, horizontal, diagonal. Then we say different networks. And how many networks are there? 5. So here you can have 1, 2, and here maybe you can, next to it you can draw the diagram. Do you understand that? Like you can have A sending the message to B, and B sending the feedback to A. So like this, can you do it across 2 pages? Yes. So why? It will help you to revise it one day before the exam. Right? Now wait, I'll look for the PPT. Anybody who's a good singer here in the class? There must be no somebody who's absent. PPT. नो गुड सिंगर्स और एनीबडी कोई शेरो शायरी ऐसा कुछ नहीं करता है क्लास में. We can have that once quickly 8 minute ka, then it refreshes us. No? Okay, we'll have a look at the PPT. Okay, the slide. Broad categories of communication. What are the broad categories beta? Channels के ऊपर verbal में कितने हैं? 2. Oral and written. After that you have non-verbal. Non-verbal has lot of things like physical non-verbal communication, para-language, aesthetic communication, appearance and symbols. Correct. Then you have visual. Visual is using your signs. Okay, visual communication can be using a signs also or graphical representation, pie charts. Visual is a very, very effective way of communication. Okay. Again, process of communication. Yes, this I haven't taught you, but okay, I'll just tell you. There is a sender. See, I'll tell you. Sender जो है वो message को पहले decide करेगा कि मुझे क्या channel use करना है. Now suppose there is somebody who's missing the lecture today, is not there in the class, but he's come here, or you plan to bunk lecture and go for a movie. हाँ, भूल भुलैया देखने जाना है. देखिए क्या तुम लोगों ने? नहीं? Why? हाँ, अच्छी नहीं है. But some entertainment you all should do. Or no? You don't have to be serious here in life. Sincere होने का. Go have fun when you are taking a break. Take a nice break on one day. Go for a movie. Go out with friends. You should go and enjoy life also. क्या? हाँ? क्या? विक्रम देखिए. Okay. तुम लोगों ने क्या मूवी भी देखते नहीं हो तुम लोग? देखते हैं ना? क्या क्लास बंक करके नहीं देखना है? मैंने ऐसा नहीं बोला. नहीं तो बोलोगे मैम ने हमको सिखाया क्लास बंक करके मूवी देखने जाओ. ऐसा नहीं बोला है मैंने बोला संडे के दिन मूवी देखने जाओ. हाँ, ओके. अच्छा ठीक है, ये वाला पार्ट मैं अगले क्लास में बताती हूँ जो मुझे इसके थ्रू बताना है. बट वेट, ये बाद में बताती हूँ एनकोडिंग डिकोडिंग के लिए. ओके, do you know communication के 2 types depending on purpose and style? Come on everybody, recap fast. Formal and informal communication. In that formal में there is vertical, horizontal, diagonal, and informal में casual, it is friendly and unofficial. अच्छा, does informal have any rules? No, but formal you have to follow rules. Correct. Then you have communication networks. So what are the different networks we studied today? One is vertical network, then circuit network, then chain network, wheel and spoke, and star network. Okay, so let's see. There is supervisor and subordinate. What is this communication? Vertical. What is this everybody? Vertical. Vertical communication. After vertical communication you have circuit. A sending the message to B, B sending the feedback to A. You are completing the circuit. You are completing the circuit. A and B could be at the same hierarchy level. A and B will be at the same hierarchy level. Chain network. A to B, B to C, C to D, A to E, E to F, F to G. You have to follow the chain. Is that clear? Yes. Can A communicate directly to G? No. Can A communicate directly to C? No. No, you have to follow the chain, and that is why it is called as chain network. Compulsory communication goes from top to bottom. Time consuming. Communication may not be clear. नेक्स्ट क्या है? व्हील एंड स्पोक. ए पहले किसके साथ कम्युनिकेट करेगा? बी. बी टू ए, देन ए टू सी टू, ए टू डी टू ए, and A to E to A, and like this also with F. This appears to be like a wheel and spoke. That is why this network is called as wheel and spoke. majorly it is dependent on the capability of A. A is the central communicating or controlling authority. He will give instruction to all employees working under him. Not good for a big organization. मैंने तुमको बोला draw this for 20 or 25 employees. Will you be able to draw it? No, it will become messy. Communication will also become messy. आगे. What is this? So anyone is communicating to anyone. Is there a free flow of communication? Yes. So many channels of communication. What? Many channels of communication. So there are no hindrances. There are no hindrances. Is that clear? Yes. आगे की slide must be relating to the characteristics and the channels. Okay. So one second. So that's it. I'm used to taking lectures for 3 hours. मुझे 1 hour में ऐसे satisfaction नहीं मिलता. ऐसा लगता है कि हो भी गया, अभी तो start किया था. Okay, but I'll stop. Maybe sometimes when Harshad sir is not around, you know what we can do is I can take for an hour, give you a 10 minutes break. आप चाय कॉफी जो भी थोड़ा खा के आ जाना और फिर I'll continue another half an hour and 40 minutes. So if I'm able to finish a little, we sit for longer time, तो अपना lectures जल्दी खत्म हो जाएगा. Okay? Yes. So thank you dear students. See you tomorrow. My tomorrow's timing will be? What is my tomorrow's timing? 8:15. Yes. So if there's any change, if Harshad sir communicates, then I'll also communicate immediately. Otherwise, live streaming students, I'm going to meet you tomorrow at 8:15. Thank you. Okay. Hey, but next time somebody should come forward, sing a song or something. तुम लोग नहीं करते, दूसरे लेक्चर में करते होंगे ना? हाँ? गाना लगाते? वो तो हम जनरली लगाएंगे, but there should be somebody who should come forward and sing. Any poem, शेरो शायरी, आने का ना थोड़ा आगे. There must be some good singers in the class. कौन? क्यों उसको बकरा बना रहे? हाँ, एक कल या परसों कोई तो मुझे चाहिए यार, एक छोटा सा गाना गाने के लिए. ठीक है? ठीक है क्या? Or something you should play. We'll play dumb sharas in the class, or we'll do something in the class. Okay. हाँ? Dumb sharas. You all will play what dumb sharas? एक पर्सन आके एक्ट आउट करेगा, हम उसको मूवी बताए. 2 पर्सन आएंगे, एक मूवी बताएगा, एक एक्ट करेगा, फिर आप मूवी गेस करना. You will do that? मैम गेस तो हम करेंगे, लेकिन एक्टिंग के लिए कौन आएगा? यस, सब बोल रहे. यू विल कम ऑन फॉर एक्टिंग. Actively you should participate, then there's fun in the class. You should have 5 minutes of fun, and when you're studying, fully study karega. I tell in my inter class, switch in and switch out. When you're studying, study. When you take a break, enjoy. And then you come back and study again in some time. Okay? Yes. See you. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow at 8:15. I'll just stop the recording. Ayyo, ha.